Okay, here we go. So I am going to show you guys how to string our paper looms. So the materials we need for this is a roll of tape. I have some yarn, a little ball of yarn, and then our loom. So my loom here is not painted. Yours should be colored, but mine is going to be white so you guys can see a little bit easier for what I'm doing. And I've labeled this right and left. So if I ever say something about going to the right, you're going to go this way. Left is that way. Okay, so this is the front and then this is the back. So the first thing we're going to do is I am going to take this little end, I'm going to call this the tag end, and I'm going to start it at the top of my loom. And the way I do this is I'm just going to put my yarn through this top notch. Okay, so I'm going to take my yarn, put it through the top notch, and what I'm going to do is, this should hold pretty well, but I'm going to just take one little piece of tape and just throw a little piece of tape. Now again, this is on the back of my loom, so that's going to hold my yarn in place. I'm going to flip my loom over. Okay, anytime if you guys need to stop this video and rewind it, you can. All right, so what I need to do is I'm going to count to the right. I'm going to count 10 notches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to put my hand on my 10th notch. I'm going to take my yarn. I'm going to pull it across, and I'm just going to go through that 10th notch. Okay, I'm going to through it, and now my yarn is on the back side. Okay, so go ahead and count 10 to the right, go through the 10th notch, and what we're going to do is we're not going across the loom like that. We're just going to go right to the next door neighbor to the right. Okay, and you're going to go back through to the front of my loom. So when I flip my loom over, I always go away from me. Okay, so now we should be back on the front. So what we're going to do is we're going to go across the street, and now since we're right here, we want to make an X with our yarn. So I'm going to go back to where I just started. I'm going to go to the left this time, and I'm going to go down through that notch. So again, now I'm on the back side, so I'm going to flip my loom over. This time I'm going to go to the left. I'm going to go through that notch, flip it back over. Now I'm on the front to the left. So I'm going to go across the street again. So when I go across the street, I'm going to go to the right. So every time I'm on the bottom, I'm going to go this way, and when I'm on the top, I'm going to keep going to the left. So down through the notch, flip your loom, and again I'm going to go to the right. So when we're on the back, we're never crossing all the way. Okay, I'm going to go to the right, flip my loom over. Now we're back to the front. I'm going to cross the street, and I'm going to go to where I just was. I'm going to go to the next door neighbor to the left. Put it through that notch. Now that I'm on the back side, I'm going to go to the next door neighbor to the left, put it through the notch, back up to the front. Okay, now I'm going to go to where I just was, go to the right, and I'm just going to repeat that process. So now I'm on the back, and we're just alternating right and left. Okay, if you need to stop this video, you can. Okay, go back. Now I'm going to go across the street, go through the notch, and I'm on the back. Okay, went across to the next door neighbor, back to the front, and I might be running out of yarn. Well, I might just be pretty close here. So again, back door to the front. This is where we were last, so we're going to go across to the left. Okay. Again, we got back door to the side. Now we're going to go across. Now you should have, go to where we just were, down through the notch. Okay, and you should have, it should leave you up to the front, and then you should end with 0 notches left. So I've got all my notches filled. I have a little bit of a tag. Okay. And the next video, I'm going to show you how to begin stringing your loom.